Hey guys, I'm Tyra. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a yoga flow that focuses on hip opening. So I know a lot of us sit for work and we're sitting for most of the day, so our hips can get really tight, especially our hip flexor muscles, our hamstrings. And if we think about the hip joint, it's like a ball and socket joint and like our shoulder. So it doesn't have as much mobility as our shoulder, but there is a lot of mobility in the hip joint compared to other joints. So it is important to work through these ranges. So since this is a yoga practice, we're not only working on the physical body, we're also working on the energetic body. So if we're thinking about the energetic body, working on hip openers directly works on our second chakra, our sacral chakra. So we're not going to go into detail on the chakra system today, but basically our sacral chakra is where our creative energy lies. So creative energy can come in many forms, and simply what I want to focus on today is, as we're going through this practice and working on hip openers, just try to think about letting that creative energy starting to flow within you. Okay, so we'll come stand up and get started. So starting at the front of your mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet are together or hip width apart. Hands are at heart center in prayer. Keep the abdomen drawing up and in. Slightly drop the tailbone. Slightly tuck your chin. And make sure all your toes are on the mat. So if you want, you can kind of lift them up and then just place them back down. We're going to start by warming up the hips. Stabilize on left leg. As you inhale, bring the right knee in toward chest. Exhale, bring the leg down. Inhale the left knee up toward your chest. Exhale, bring the leg down. Inhale the right leg up. Use the abs to pull up. Exhale down. Inhale the left leg up and in. Exhale the left leg down. Sun Salutation B. Inhale to chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back plank, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bring the right foot forward for warrior one. Exhale, hands down to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left foot forward for warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold here, breathe. So we're using our Sun Salutation B to warm up through the body. So we're using it to warm up and bring heat into the hips. So bringing this heat into our hips will help increase the mobility in our hip joint and increase the flexibility of the muscles around the hips, which will help us in our later poses. So start to bend the knees and look forward. Step to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, back to Tadasana. One more time. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump back, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold here, breathe. Work your heels toward the floor. Hips pressing back toward the back of the mat while keeping the upper back flat. Continue to breathe steady here. On your next inhale, bend the knees, step or jump forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, back to Tadasana. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Inhale, raise the right leg to the sky. Breathe. Bend the knee, drop the knee down and move it up and around in a circle. 2 more times. Knee down, up and around, warming up the hip joint. Right leg to the floor. For the other side, left leg reaches up, bend the knee, drop the knee down, bring that leg up and around, circling the hip joint 2 more times. And relax the left leg down. Inhale, reach the right leg toward the sky. Exhale, bring the foot forward between your hands, crescent lunge. Breathe. Right knee in line with right ankle. Back knee straight. Drop the shoulders down away from your ears. Feeling the front of the back hip beginning to open. Exhale the breath as you bring the hands to the floor, drop your back knee, relax the foot. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, press back, half split, beginning to open through the hamstring. Inhale, low lunge, arms reach overhead. Exhale, reach forward, half split. Inhale, arms up, low lunge. Exhale, press back, half split. Inhale, reach up, low lunge. Hold here, breathe. Crossing the fingers and keeping the index finger pointing up toward the sky. Deepening the opening of the front of the back hip. Opening through the psoas. Front knee in line with front ankle. Arms strongly reaching up toward the sky, but shoulders down away from ears. Exhale the breath, bring the hands forward, press back, half split. Leaning over your front leg, breathe. Really opening through the hamstring, front knee stays straight. Front foot is flexed up toward the crown of your head. Continue to breathe. To come out of the pose, bend the front knee and step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot reaches up toward sky. Exhale, bring the foot forward between your hands for crescent lunge. Arms reach up. Breathe. Opening now through the front of the right hip. Back knee stays straight. Back heel stays lifted. Slightly tucking the pelvis underneath you in a posterior pelvic tilt to further open the hip flexor. Exhale the breath as you bring the hands down, drop the knee, relax the foot. Inhale, arms reach up, low lunge, Vinyasa. Exhale, press back, half splits, lean forward. Inhale, arms reach up, low lunge. Exhale, press back, half split. Inhale, come forward, reach up, low lunge. Exhale, press back, half split. Inhale, come forward, arms up, low lunge, Vinyasa. Breathe, cross the fingers, keep the index finger pointing up toward the sky. Breathe here, deepening the opening of the right hip flexor. Again, your pelvis is slightly tucked underneath you, so you're not overarching through the low back. Exhale the hands, come forward and press back, half split. Breathe. Left leg is straight and fold forward over your left leg. Feeling the opening through the hamstring. Pulling the abs up and in gently to increase that forward fold. come out of the pose, bend the front knee, and step back, plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe here. On your next inhale, stepping the right foot forward and lifting the left leg up for standing splits, Urdhva Prasarita Ekapadasana. Breathe. You could bend both knees in slightly and then straighten. Bend in slightly and straighten. It just increases the opening in a different way. Keep a micro bend in the knee of the standing leg, feeling opening of that standing hamstring. To come out of the pose, drop that foot to the floor and relax into a forward fold. Prepare for the other side. Inhale, the right leg reaches towards sky for standing split. Breathe. And you can try that slight bend of both knees and straighten both knees, trying to increase the range. It's totally normal if you find that one side is more flexible than the other. Hold here, reaching that right leg toward the sky. To come out, drop the right leg to the floor and relax into your forward fold. Rolling up to standing, hands at heart center, Tadasana. Preparing for half moon bow, Ardha Chandra Trapasana. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the left leg to the sky, knee bent. Grasp the inner ankle with your right hand and press the foot into your hand. Breathe. You could slightly bend the knees and straighten. If this is too much, stick with the standing split. So some people also call this pose sugarcane pose. It's a deep hip opener of the front of the left hip. Micro bend in that standing knee. Exhale the breath, fold forward into standing split, and bring that foot down. Breathe, forward fold. And switch sides, lifting the right leg up, grasping the inner ankle, half moon bow on the other side. Pressing the foot into the hand. You could slowly contract and straighten. Just could further the opening for you. Neck is either elongated or you could gently look up if that's comfortable. Exhale, standing split. Inhale, bring that foot down and slowly roll up. Exhale, back to Tadasana. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back onto all fours, hands and knees. Let's perform a few cat-cows at your own pace, inhaling on your cow as you look up, exhaling on your cat as you arch up. Continue on your own for a few breaths. Come back to your neutral spine and bring your right leg forward between your hands for half pigeon pose, Ardha Kapotasana. Breathe steady. Starting with the upper body in the upright position. Fingers pressing into the mat, spine long. Keep a strong, energetic internal rotation of your back leg. You could do this by making sure the top of your back foot is pressing into the mat. Let's come into a forward fold in pigeon. So folding over your front leg, arms extend out. Continue to breathe steady. So if you experience tightness here, you can keep your foot like we had in the first position, so the knee's more bent and the foot's closer to your body. If you're more open, you can start to bring that foot up toward the front of the mat. Continue to breathe, and you should feel an intense opening in that front hip, in the outer hip region. Next, let's open through the back quad. So bend your left knee and reach back with your left hand to grasp the ankle. Breathe here. Gently lean forward and gently pull the knee toward the buttocks. You should feel a stretch in the front of the thigh on the back leg. You could always use a strap if you can't reach the foot. Continue to breathe steady, and on each exhale you can try to bend that knee a little bit further. Release the back foot and press back to all fours. Go through a cat-cow. So inhale for cow, exhale cat, inhale cow, exhale back to neutral spine, and bring your left leg between your arms for pigeon pose on the other side. Continue to breathe steady. Fingertips pressing into the mat, keeping the upper body upright, keeping the back leg turning in. Let's lean forward to increase the stretch on the front outer hip, getting into the piriformis. If this is too much, you can always go up on the elbows instead of laying all the way flat as well. Slowly coming up, bend the right knee. With the right hand, grasp the outer right ankle. Start to lean forward, opening the quad of the right leg. Again, you can use a strap and wrap that around your foot if you can't reach. And on each exhale, trying to bend that back knee a little further. Release the back leg, come back to all fours, and then press back into a child's pose, wide-legged child's pose, so feet together, knees apart. Extend the arms out, forehead relaxes on the mat. Breathe. Balasana is a great pose to relax and reconnect with the breath. Start to walk the hands up, cross the legs behind you, to a sitting position with the legs extended out. Press your hands into the mat on the sides of your hips for Dandasana or staff pose. Spine long, chin slightly tucked, abdomen gently pulled in. Bend the left knee, bring the foot to the inner thigh. For head to knee pose, Janu Sirsasana. Fold forward over your right leg. Steady breathing. So keeping your body turned toward your right leg. Right knee stays straight, opening the hamstring on that side. Start to sit up and bring the left knee in toward the chest for Sage Marachi 1. So your left arm wraps around the front of the left shin and your right arm reaches back to clasp the left hand. So you can clasp here, and then if it's comfortable, start to lean forward. So this is an intense hip opener on the left hip. You could always stick with the first pose, the head to knee pose that we just did before. Let go of the bind and straighten that leg out. Bend the right knee in for Janusirsasana on the other side. Reaching over your left leg. Again, your upper body is turning toward that left leg. Using the abdomen to pull up and in to increase that forward fold. Start to bring your body back up and bring the right knee in for Sage Marachi 1 on the other side. Right arm reaches across right shin, left arm reaches back for the bind. So you could stay here, trying to keep a flat back if that's more comfortable for you. If you feel ready or want more of a stretch, you could always lean forward. Release the bind and come up. Bring both knees together and then let the legs fall out to the side for bound angle pose. Reach the spine up long and then gently fold forward. Keeping a flat back as you fold forward in this stretch. Keep the feet open like a book. You could always place towels underneath the legs if they are really far off the floor or if it's uncomfortable. Otherwise, breathe deep. Start to sit up. Use your hands to lift the knees up and then come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Inhale, spine arches up, looking up towards sky. Exhale, gently curve back. Inhale, arch up, look towards sky. Exhale, gently curve back. Inhale, arch up, look towards sky. Exhale, back to neutral spine and come to lay on your back. Breathe steady and begin to windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Bring the knees in toward your chest. Make small circles in one direction and small circles in the other direction. Coming into happy baby pose, bend the knees and grasp the outer feet. Breathing, letting the hips relax. Upper body stays relaxed on the mat, you're not lifted up. If this is too much, you could keep the knees bent and just hold on to your ankles as well. Relaxing the feet back to the mat. Take a gentle supine twist to the right. Let the knees fall to the right. And then let the knees fall to the left. Coming back to center. And straighten the legs out onto the mat for Shavasana. Deep relaxation pose. Let the feet fall out to the outer edges of the mat. Chin is slightly tucked. Shoulder blades are underneath your body. Do a quick body scan to see if there's any areas of tension. If you feel any areas of tension, send the breath into those areas. Continue to breathe on your own, feeling the body melting into the earth. Starting to bring your awareness back into the body. You can gently wiggle the fingers or toes and start to reach overhead. Bend the knees and roll to your right side. Keep your right arm extended and rest your head on your arm. Start to press up to sitting. Sitting in a cross-legged position, eyes closed. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Thank you for sharing your time with me in today's practice. Namaste.